Wenn ich etwas liebe in die Sims 4, dann den Fakt, dass jedes Mal, wenn ein neues Pack rauskommt, wir auch neue Möglichkeiten und Geheimnisse haben im Spiel, die du und ich entdecken müssen. Heute mache ich mir das aber alles ein bisschen einfacher, denn der liebe Only a Bidwang hat ein Video gemacht, die Sims 4 Verliebt. 10 neue Möglichkeiten, die du wissen musst. Ich bin sehr gespannt, was wir alles Neues lernen werden.
This video is brought to you by EA Creator Network. Thanks to EA for providing me the code for the pack. Hello guys, this is Abi aka Only Abi Doang, and today I'm gonna be showing you 10 features that you might not know in the new Sims 4 expansion pack, Lovestruck. Before going further, I just want to give another quick announcement that I now have a creator code as a part of the EA affiliate program. So if you'd like to buy one of these Sims 4 packs in the EA desktop app or thesims.com, you can now use the code ONLYABIDOANG in the promo code bar right here to still get nothing. Yeah, not even a small discount, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. But I do get like 5% commission for each purchase you make. So if you want to support me that way, I really appreciate it. But don't worry, this doesn't affect my opinion towards this new pack. Personally, this pack isn't really my cup of tea because I don't think romance itself is worth to be its own expansion pack. But I do like how the game gets somewhat hilariously naughty here in its own ways. Kinda reminds me of The Sims 1 days. Even the classic hard bet makes it...
Oh, erkennt ihr die Musik im Hintergrund? Erkennt ihr sie? Oh, da kommen alte Erinnerungen wieder raus.
Return here. But you know what could be a great addition here? Remember the cake dancer? Man, miss those guys. I wish they were here. Where was I? Oh, right. Let's take a look at the pack's features. So you may have already saw the heartbreak death from the trailer, but did you know that there's not one, but 2 death types in this pack? Let's talk about heartbreak death first. If a sim experiences a continuous string of heartbreaking events, such as catching their partner breaking their romantic boundaries, getting rejected by someone, experiencing a bad breakup, and having plenty of horrible dates, the sim may start to develop this sorrow buff due to heartbreak and also this warning notification. While still having the buff, if they still experience many more heartbreaking events, the buff will evolve into this misery buff, and you'll also get a final warning notification that begins to get pretty serious now. But if your sim ignores these and still gets these events, your sim will get this totally spare buff, and with this, there's a really high chance your sim will start crying their heart out and then collapse to the ground because they can't handle the pain of a broken heart. Now, let's talk about the second death. This pack also introduces these sweetheart boxes filled with different kinds of sweets that you can purchase to eat for yourself or with your partner. But these boxes can also help ease your sim's emotion when they're feeling sad or embarrassed by devouring it, which results in reduced buff duration. However, sims with the aforementioned broken heart buff can also devour these boxes to get over their heartbreak, but it won't even have any effect. Anyway, when a sim with the misery buff tries to devour one of these sweetheart boxes, there's a chance that they will suddenly eat them uncontrollably until they choke on it, killing them instantly.
Oh, wie schrecklich.
Both of these deaths will be considered as death by broken heart, so technically there's only one death type but with 2 different ways to access it. The ghost itself will appear with an actual broken heart inside their chest. They will also react negatively when there's someone performing romance interaction around them. This pack introduces a new relationship mechanic called romantic satisfaction. It will appear once you've reached a certain level of romance with someone.
Schreibt mal bitte in die Kommentare, ob ihr das wusstet und was ihr wusstet und was nicht. Ich finde das immer super spannend, wie weit ihr in dem Game schon drin seid.
First, both of you will start with the fine satisfaction, but certain traits, like romantic and love bug trait, will have a bit of a head start. Keep in mind that romantic satisfactions are not mutual, so it's possible to feel satisfied with your partner while the other doesn't feel the same. To get to know how your partner feels, you need to ask them about it first, so it'll appear in their profile. So, what does this actually do? Well, it tracks how fulfilled a sim feels about their relationship. If both sims in the relationship feel very satisfied with their relationship, their romance bar will slowly rise even if they don't interact with each other. However, if your partner doesn't feel the same and both of you are very unsatisfied with each other, their romance bar will slowly fade away. They may even consider breaking up with you if you act mean to them. So, how do you increase this? You need to get to know your partner's turn-ons and turn-offs first, from physical, personality, lifestyle, to their love language or romance style. Then, you need to cater to their turn-ons and avoid their turn-offs to increase their satisfaction. Even if you kiss your partner like mad and they seem to accept it, if physical intimacy isn't their thing, their romance satisfaction will slowly drop. If your partner has low satisfaction, you can ask what's wrong and they may explain it. Romance satisfaction will also be lowered if you don't respect their set romantic boundaries, act mean to your partner, or don't do romance interaction often enough. If you break up with your partner or both your romance bar has dropped to a low enough level, both your romance satisfaction will end and won't be tracked anymore.
Das muss man erstmal begreifen, dieses ganze System. Finde ich ultra schwierig und ultra kompliziert. Wahrscheinlich, wenn man es aktiv selber ausprobiert, aktiv selber spielt, dann versteht man es auch. Ich glaube halt einfach, dass es sehr, sehr random ist. Und ja, ich wollte letztens einfach auch mal ein Pärchen miteinander verkuppeln für ein Thumbnail. Kannst du vergessen, ne? Also jetzt ist es halt wirklich extrem schwierig, Pärchen zusammenzukriegen, wenn einer nicht will. Dann kannst du dich auf den Kopf stellen und die machen nix miteinander und geben sich nicht mal ein Hallo. Also ich wollte einfach nur, dass sie, glaube ich, zusammen kuscheln im Bett, weil ich das für ein Bild haben wollte. No way! Ging nicht. Es war richtig schwer. Also, jetzt kannst du sie nicht mehr wie Puppen einfach benutzen, aber das finde ich eigentlich ja auch gut, weil mich hat's genervt, dass man immer jeden mit jedem zusammenbringen kann, aber trotzdem, glaube ich, ist es halt, ja, sehr random angelegt, wer auf was steht.
There are many new romantic interactions with unique animations in this pack, but some of them are hidden and have certain requirements in order to be performed. Let's take a look at the new interactions that can be accessed anytime. First, couples can now cuddle together on a double bed. They can also sleep while cuddling as well. Sims can now give a flower bouquet of your choice to someone else.
Wow.
This can be bought from the phone or from this flower shop. If there's a bench, picnic table, or sofa outdoors, you can watch the sky romantically together. This pack introduces this new blanket where you can cuddle, kiss, watch the sky together, or even woohoo using it.
Vor allen
can also
anderen.
flirt through the phone and send a flirty selfie now. Some new romance interactions will also be unlocked if a couple has one of the 4 new romance dynamics, which can be set from Create the Same or developed through your interactions. First is the Silly Smooch, which is exclusive to couples with a wholesome dynamic and falls under the funny category. Making a return from The Sims 2, the Goose interaction is also included here and can be accessed by couples with either a steamy or wholesome dynamic. Then there's the Tease interaction, which can be accessed by couples with a strained or unpredictable dynamic. The new romance skill from this pack also unlocks several new unique romantic interactions. On level 2, you can share the aforementioned sweetheart boxes together with your partner and they look pretty adorable. On level 4, you can ask your partner to do a seductive dance. Both of them will then have a dance-off to perform some pretty naughty moves. You know who this would be perfect for? Yeah, the cake dancers. Anyway, at level 7, Sims can engage in a steamy makeout session with their partner. And by steamy, I mean both figuratively and literally. You can also use the build-up partner interaction if you're at least in a romantic partner relationship. On level 8, you can perform the emotionally connect interaction, which plays for a while. And finally, on level 9, you'll be able to lovingly dip kiss your partner with this steamy new animation. Certain new romance interactions can also appear.
Also, finde ich voll schön, aber ich finde es irgendwie doof, dass man das alles immer freischalten muss mit Fähigkeiten. Also klar, es macht es dann dadurch ein bisschen schwieriger und man muss sich das aufbauen. Aber wenn man sich das jedes Mal aufbauen muss, dann ist ja quasi jedes Mal so, oh, ich muss die Romantik wieder aufbauen. Für ein paar Animationen, die wir früher so hatten. Ich bin da ein bisschen hin und her gerissen, ob ich das gut oder schlecht finde.
When dating in certain venues, but they don't really have unique animations. When in a library, Sims can share steamy stories to your partner and kiss behind a bookshelf, which will make you confident, but you can get caught and be embarrassed. In the museum, you can view art together with your partner and impress them with art knowledge. At the park, you can make out in the great outdoors, and finally, at the gym, you can show off your fitness and compliment form when your partner is exercising.
Cool.
There are plenty of new phone calls introduced in this pack. First is this weird phone call where a random sim will say that they're the owner of Cupid's Corner and Social Bunny app and would like to meet you.
Darüber habe ich ja schon mit euch gesprochen, dass ich den Punkt nicht in Ordnung finde.
And it's the freaking Father Winter of all people in my case. If accepted, he would like to meet you in this rabbit hole called Beso Rapido Motel, aka the Woohoo Motel. When you enter it, they may either not show up at all, or give you plenty of random collectibles. Damn, Christmas comes early this year. If you reject the sugar daddy, the wealthy weirdos offer, You won't be able to access the Cupid's Corner app and, if you have High School Years expansion pack, the Social Bunny app temporarily. There's also this other phone call that invites you to a reality show called 7 Wild Dates, where you need to have 7 consecutive perfect dates with 24-hour limit between each date. If successful, you'll gain 25k simoleons, a free heart bet, 4 weeks of free couples counseling session, and plenty of fame if you have this expansion pack. You may also get this phone call from an anonymous sim saying that they're your secret admirer and wanna meet you. If accepted, the sim will immediately visit your home where their identity will be revealed. Both of you will also get a head start to your romance bar and romantic satisfaction. If you have an ex, there's a chance one day they will call you and want you back. You can accept them if you want and you'll be partners again. Additionally, there are different phone calls tied into your romance dynamic. A wholesome dynamic may trigger this phone call where you can bring food to your partners that's currently working. A steamy dynamic will trigger this invitation to try out their new vibrating bed. And a strained dynamic can trigger this phone call where your partner needs to talk to you and reveals that they're not happy with you anymore. But you can also choose to bring a chocolate and make them forget about it. The new base game update introduced romantic boundaries, where you can set whether or not.
Das finde ich echt gut. Also das muss ich sagen, finde ich richtig gut, dieses automatische Schluss machen und Scheidung. Ich weiß natürlich nicht, wie krass das dann im Spiel ist, aber an sich finde ich die Idee richtig gut.
When your significant other romances someone else. With this pack installed, if your partner does break your romantic boundaries and you witness it, you may get this notification saying that you're thinking of breaking up with them. This notification will also appear if your partner is mean to you while you have very unsatisfied romantic satisfaction to them. If one of these two things happen the second time, you'll get another notification saying that you'll break up with them if it happens one more time. And finally, if it still happens again, both of your romantic relationship will end for good now. This also applies to married couple where they can divorce autonomously if the same conditions are met. This autonomous behavior can be disabled in the settings if you want.
Finde ich gut. Finde ich auch wieder gut, dass sie da uns das freistellen, ob wir das im Spiel haben wollen oder nicht. Ich habe nämlich vieles in diesen Gameplay-Geschichten aus. Zum Beispiel das ganze nachhaltig leben Gedöns. Ja, der Ringbär! Der interessiert mich am meisten.
In the Plaza Mariposa or Vista Hermosa district, you may encounter this sad-looking blue bear named...
Ey, wirklich, Leute, ich habe das Spiel jetzt zweimal gespielt. Dieser Bär ist immer überall. Der nervt mich jetzt schon. Wirklich. Der ist einfach, egal wo du bist, er ist da.
Sammy Garcia, moping around. You can ask him about some of the new features from this pack and he will explain about it, but with a touch of despair added to it. There's the option to give him a pity hug, but it'll make you sad as well. If you try to ask about sadness to him, he'll mention a lost ring in a pond, and doing this starts a mini quest revolved around finding said ring. To obtain the ring, you need to go to one of these aforementioned 2 districts where there are ponds nearby and fish there. I decided to go to this heart-shaped pond in Plaza.
Oha, mir ist gar nicht aufgefallen, dass er herzförmig ist.
Magic.
A mariposa, and it may take a while to get since it's so rare, even if you have high fishing
Ja, selbst mit großen Angelkenntnissen.
skill. After you've obtained the ring, you can examine it first. A notification will appear saying to meet the ring bear again, so go talk to him and ask him about it. He'll then tell you to go to a fountain which is located in the same neighborhood and then search for some clues there. Once found, go talk to the bear again, and this time he'll mention something about the wall, which is actually located in Vista Hermosa,
echt so eine
right beside this lodge.
Mini-Quest.
Search for some clues there, and finally, you'll unlock the power to the magic ring. Now you can either sell the ring for 5,000 simoleons or rub it to activate its power. Once rubbed, an aura will appear around your sim and you'll get this confident buff for 4 hours that makes romance interactions you perform more powerful. The ring that was once locked in Create a Sim can also be worn now, but you still need the actual item to use its power. Oh, and what about the sad bear? Who is he actually? Well, you can ask about the costume to him and he gets a bit defensive at first, but as you progress through the quest, you'll unlock the option to push, insist, and even plead him again and again for answers, and he'll start to open up. I won't spoil too much about his entire backstory here for now, but after the 4th question, he'll take off his costume and reveal his actual self. You can now interact with them like regular Sims and maybe even get frisky with them
Sehr
if you want. Once he
süß.
becomes normal, a new ring bear will be generated to take his
Nein.
place. You'll also be able to unlock the same sad bear costume from Create a Sim now.
Oh, wie ätzend.
Fun fact, if there's a teddy bear and this bear blanket placed and the ring bear is around, he will talk to the teddy bear and cry when he sees the bear rug. This is a nice callback to Claire the Bear from The Sims 1 Hot Date.
Oh,
There are plenty of cross-pack features that integrates with this pack. I might have missed one, but
ich habe gehört, der wird dann glücklich. Ich dachte, der zieht dann ein anderes Kostüm an, so ein Grinsekostüm. Das wollte ich gern sehen.
here are some notable ones. With Growing Together, this sign right here that's placed on Plaza Mariposa and
Yeah.
Pista Hermosa is now interactable and Sims can stroll around the area alone or along with other Sims in a fixed pack.
Diese
There are
Outfits.
also new self-discovery moments from the same pack that integrates with the two new traits, Lovebug and Romantically Reserved. You can buy the jewelries from Crystal Creations, nectar bottles from Horse Ranch, and flower bouquets from My Wedding Stories from the flower store here or from the phone under the Purchase Romantic Gifts option. As mentioned before, completing the 7 Wild Dates challenge gives you a huge boost in fame if you get famous. You can also get Void Creator cards
Alter
the wealthy
Schwede.
weirdo if you have kids from stuff, since he's a big fan of it. Some of the requirements and activities that you can set when creating clubs from
Hammer.
Get Together features traits and
Da siehst du mal, was sie alles miteinander verbunden haben, Leute. Das ist... Ach, ich liebe sowas. Ah, Axolotlis.
activities from Lovestruck. You can encounter various objects from seasons in Ciudad Enamorada, like the water balloon bucket and the ice skating rink depending on the current season. The picnic baskets from Cottage Living can be used on the blanket here.
Ooh,
apparently you need
nice.
to have 2 expansion packs to have a functioning picnic blanket.
Ja,
unlike the
endlich.
Sims 3.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, die haben wirklich sich mal ein bisschen in ihren alten Packs und die haben sich in ihren alten Sims-Teilen mal ein bisschen umgeguckt und haben sich gesagt, okay, wir bauen mal wieder ein paar Sachen ein und auch da diese Animation, weißt du. Ach, so traurig, dass wir das nicht so haben.
When setting up a custom date, there are several activities that correspond with other packs, like interacting with animals, ice skating, and playing with snow. The costume trunk from this pack includes many other costumes that comes from
Yeah.
other packs, even the skeleton from Jungle Adventure. Costumes, huh? Wish the cake dancers can wear them. Sorry. And finally, the turn-ons and turn-offs feature from this pack covers skills and traits from other packs as
Ich
well.
liebe ihn.
There's a new collectible that you can find,
Axolotlis!
and it's the axolotls. These cute little amphibians can be found in the wood stumps like so that are scattered around Plaza Mariposa or Pista Hermosa. You can then obtain them from the stump with that basic ass animation. Once in your inventory, they cannot be sold at all, even from buy mode. They can only be released into their habitat by clicking on the same tree stump or by clicking on the axolotls
Oha.
in the inventory, which is probably set as a nice message since these are endangered animals in real life.
Ach, guck mal, das ist ja fantastisch. Du kannst sie also züchten, aber du kannst sie nicht verkaufen, weil es anscheinend im wirklichen Leben vom Aussterben bedrohte Tiere sind. Mega
Doing this gives you
interessant.
an inspired buff, and if you have get famous, will also increase your reputation. You can also breed them if you have 2 axolotls in your inventory to either
Nein!
produce the
Nein!
same
Du
type
kannst
or
auch
brand
berühmt
new.
werden?
If axolotls are placed into the world, they will be displayed in this glass terrarium like frogs. There are 15 types of axolotls
Die
to
sind so
collect. Some
toll.
of them even have
Guck dir Ich liebe solche Easter Eggs. Das ist so fantastisch.
these randomly changing face stickers on their terrarium for some reason. Once the collection is completed, you'll only get 500 simoleons and a
Oha.
measly pun in your notification. That's it.
Relaxalot. Im Deutschen klingt es bestimmt richtig bescheuert.
You don't even get anything special if you release them all.
Doch, die sind toll.
This pack introduces 4 types of dates in which you can customize the activities you want. Once picked, the activities chosen will become the objectives of that particular date. But what if you want to have similar social
In welchem Sims-Teil war dieses Lied im Hintergrund, Leute? Ach, ich liebe es.
event like this, but without the romance stuff? Well, that's why we can now customize hangouts, which are practically the platonic or friendly version of these customizable
cool.
dates. You can invite one main sim and some others as guests and pick your preferred activities except for the
Nice.
romantic ones. Once it's running, you can also extend the hangout, change the venue, and the hangout cheerfully or abruptly. If successful, only the friendship between you and the
Cool.
main sim you asked first will increase. You will also get a picture between you and your friend if you have a perfect hangout, similar to a perfect date.
wie
When you
cool.
perform certain new social interactions from this pack, like discuss healthy relationship, ask about happiness, teach about romantic satisfaction, etc., the targeted sim may get this notification saying that they are on the road to develop a new trait. The progress to this can be improved by researching about romance from the computer or having others discuss about romance education to your.
Ich muss ehrlich sagen, ich habe so gehofft. Ich habe so gehofft, dass der neue Job eine aktive Karriere ist. Ich hatte mir schon so lustige Sachen überlegt, die ich dann machen will in diesem Job. Ich hoffe wirklich sehr, dass dazu ein Mod kommt, ein aktiver Mod, weil ich hätte so Bock, diese Karriere aktiv zu spielen. Da kann man so, weißt du, könnte man sich so lustige Sachen überlegen. Und die haben sich doch so lustige Sachen in dem Pack überlegt. Also das wäre so das i-Tüpfelchen gewesen für mich.
Same like before. Someone from the romance consultant career will also unlock new interactions to influence sims to get this trait. If enough romance education has been met, the sim will get this romantic sage reward trait.
Romantische
This trait
Weise.
slows down the romantic satisfaction reduction, allows them to influence others better to also gain this trait, and unlocks a new self-interaction that can make negative romance moodlet disappear faster. Additionally, older sims can also begin giving romance education to child sims, which will be a lot easier since they're still easily impressionable. After enough education, they will get this notification and get the reward trait after growing up to teen. Before ending this video, I wanna give some honorable mentions to some other features from this pack. The small pond in Vista Hermosa is swimmable.
Sehr gut zu wissen, Leute. Da war ich nämlich auch ein bisschen traurig. Also in einem Teich können wir
You
schwimmen.
can set a custom relationship name with any sim in your relationship panel. Sure, you can mock someone with this, but keep in mind that this is a
Moment.
mutual label, not a
Was kann man?
one-sided panel. Sure, you can mock someone with this,
Sim
but keep
in
in
ihrem
mind that this is a
Beziehungsbereich? Moment, du bist zu schnell, Kollege.
The small pond in Vista Hermosa is swimmable. You can set a custom relationship
Nein, wir können unseren eigenen Bezeichnungen reinsetzen. Benutzerdefinierte Beziehungsnamen festlegen.
panel. Sure, you can mock someone with this, but keep in mind that this is a mutual label, not a one-sided one. The Cupid's Corner dating app also shows
Wie
sims from
cool.
the gallery. It doesn't work in my game for some
Ja, es gibt ja mittlerweile sogar eigene Hashtags, worüber man dann zum Beispiel seine ganzen Singles hochladen kann. Finde ich richtig gut.
reason, and apparently I'm not alone. This can be turned off in the settings. There's
cool.
a romance dynamic dissolver potion in the reward store that can be drunk to reset your romance dynamic with your partner. When having a blind date, there's a small chance that your date will be wearing a costume. You can even get catfish, and I mean it in a quite literal way. But I do know a certain somebody that won't catfish us in a date. There are two new TV channels, the telenovela channel and the reality dating show channel, which is basically a parody of The Bachelorette. One more thing, there's this weird bug with a broken heart bed where it'll play the Murphy bed animation instead. So those are 10 features and a little bit more from the Lovestruck expansion pack in The Sims 4. What do you think about these features and the pack itself? Feel free to let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you like it, and if you do,
Ich will das auch machen können.
be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Sims contents like this if you.
Leute, das war wie immer fantastisch. Wirklich, dieser Kanal ist absolut ein Abo und einen Daumen nach oben wert. Du lernst das so viel. Ich lerne dank ihm jedes Mal so viel. Es ist ein grandioser Kanal. Ich werde jetzt, glaube ich, erstmal im neuen Pack versinken und diese Dinge ausprobieren. Falls ihr noch weitere Dinge wissen wollt, dann schaut mal da vorbei. Oder hier, da empfiehlt YouTube dir ein Video. Fühl dich im Ärmel, deine Rorania. Ciao!